All right, so the Daily News right here in New York City taking aim at Republican candidates, presidential candidates, with a controversial cover. The headline reads, you're looking at it right there, God isn't fixing this, but their prayer shaming is a little one-sided. Many Democrats also extending prayers to the victims and first responders. Take a listen.
Our first order of business is to send our thoughts and prayers to the families of those who've been killed.
But also ask that you join me in standing with our colleagues, our friends, our partners in San Bernardino who are suffering with this, and add all of our thoughts and prayers to them at this time.
In fact, President Obama actually reiterating those prayers just moments ago tonight at the White House Christmas tree lighting. Joining me now, Rabbi Brad Hirschfield, president of the National Jewish Center for Learning and Leadership, and Eric Guster is still back with me as well. It's so amazing that the New York Daily News would do this. How do you shame someone for offering prayer?
It's outrageous. The truth is, it was stupid, it's offensive, and they owe the American public an apology. And I want to be clear, Charles, it's not offensive to a person of faith. It's offensive because at precisely the moment we need to be coming together as a country in mourning and in responding to the terror threats we face, they threw a political bomb to divide the country. And that's so inappropriate. Faith stuff is personal. People can make their own decisions. Believe, don't believe. But it was truly offensive. And it's also stupid because the one thing we know is whether we need more gun laws or not, and I tend to think we probably do need some, we also know this is a larger cultural problem, and we're not going to solve it by legislating terrorism away.
I got to be honest with you, Eric. I think America has been kicking God to the curb so long that there's been a direct correlation to some of the things that have happened to us.
I feel the same way. We took God out of school, we took prayer out of schools, and then our schools went down to the dumpster. Some schools went down to the dumpster. So we have to get back to the core values of what God is all about. It's about loving each other, speaking to one another, trying to work with one another. And we have to get back to those core values, because if all of us possess that, even a large percentage of us possess that, the world would be a much better place. And things like this would be much more limited than what we're doing with now.
Although, Brad, what happens also is that you take power away from people who love power, people who love centralized power. They want you to believe in the government. They want you to worship the government. They want you to enter these Faustian deals where you give up everything in return for them paying for your house, your food. I mean, really, that's a power thing for them as well. And it's just the idea that the power of prayer doesn't work. That's their message. Hey, prayer doesn't work.
Well, government can become a god. I mean, that's really what's happening. And I think that's exactly why the complaints were only directed toward Republicans. Because this wasn't really even about faith. This wasn't about God. This wasn't about religion. This was, we're going to shame four people who don't agree with us on a matter of policy and use religion to provide cover. The truth is, that is the worst form of religion abuse we have.
All right, guys, let's leave it there.